Hi guys, welcome to this special SEO training slash course in which I'll teach you everything you need to know on how to do SEO, starting from things like how to do on page, how to do keyword research, all the way to how to build backlinks the right way and beyond that. In this special SEO training, you will learn the exact strategy which I call the AART SEO system, which I use to get consistent results when I do SEO for my own website as well as my clients. And you'll be able to achieve results such as these. As you can see, these are some of the screenshots from my SEO work, such as this one where I'll be able to recover the website completely from the Google algorithm updates, or you'll be able to get consistent results like these, or even the rankings such as these, all the way to at the end of the day, increasing your revenue from organic traffic, right? But before we get into the training, let me give you a little bit of introduction of who I am in case you don't know. So my name is Jackie, and I'm a founder of techjackie.com, a web design SEO agency. SEO for me is my passion, and I do it pretty much all day, every day. Coming from a computer science and engineering background, trying to figure out how the algorithm works in general really excites me, right? And this is what I do pretty much all day, every day. My main specialty is in helping small to medium business owners increase their leads and sales online using advanced SEO strategies by ranking, driving traffic, and converting visitors to their websites into revenue. So here's what you will get from this training. First, you'll get a repeatable process and ways of how to approach and do SEO correctly, which is suitable for all levels. So whether you're just a beginners in SEO, this is pretty much all you need. This is pretty much the only course you need to really be, successful in doing SEO. Or even if you're an intermediate SEO, it has been doing SEO for a while, this training should serve as a pretty good refreshment to your knowledge, and I'm sure you'll learn a lot of new stuff along the way as well. And also, it also works for both established as well as new websites. So if you're just starting out with a new website, this training will serve as a right approach, or it will also make sure that you're on the right track from the first day of your SEO journey. Or even if you have been doing SEO for a while for your website, this training should really help give you a lot of knowledge, and to maybe diagnose or even come up with some new strategies that you can easily implement. And the beautiful part of this AART SEO system is that it can be implemented on all kinds of websites. So whether you're a local website, or you're an affiliate type website, or e-commerce website, it can be applied to all types of sites. You also get a step-by-step procedures demonstrated practically on a real site on how to do proper on-page, technical, and off-page SEO without flubs. So throughout this training, I'll be showing you live demonstration on how to do SEO on a demo website, which I created just specifically for this training. And I'll walk you through step by step on how to do on-page, technical, and off-page SEO. And we'll only be focusing on important and necessary stuff. So we'll leave out all the flubs, all the unnecessary details, and pretty much all the technical jargons and things such as like machine learning, AI, all this stuff. And I've simplified everything to make sure that everyone understands this. And also, if you're hit by any algorithm updates, this can pretty much help you recover if done right and if done consistently. So by having the right system in place, you'll be able to recover from any kinds of algorithm updates. And this AART SEO training video that you're watching right now should really help you recover from any updates if you do it correctly. Right, and so let's first take a look at the website that I created specifically for this training. So here, let me pull up the website right here. So this is the website I purposely created, and this on the name of the website here is jcleaning.cloudaccess.host. As you can see, this is a free subdomain, so I'm using a free domain here. So this website is created on WordPress, and I just install WordPress, install the theme, and then install the templates, as you can see. So everything this has been just simply quickly installed on the website, right? And what I'll be targeting for this keyword here is the main keyword is going to be things related to cleaning services Melbourne. So this is going to be the main keyword. That is what the homepage is going to be targeting. And then we have a bunch of service related keywords, right? So things like office cleaning Melbourne, things like I don't know, house cleaning Melbourne, all these related keywords. So I'll be walking you through the steps of how I would approach if this were to be my clients. And moreover, there's also a blog section which I purposely added in case you're an affiliate type websites, or you're a generic branded website or national type website. So in the blog section, I'll also be guiding you through how to write proper articles, SEO article as well. So this is the reason why I chose this type of website. Here is it will be suitable for pretty much all types of website, whether you're local or you're a national type website. uh, you learn everything from this website, and this is the reason why I chose this. For the e-commerce site owners, don't worry about it, because at the end of the day, e-commerce SEO is also pretty much the same, like national type SEO, local SEO. The only difference here lies in what pages you want to rank. I'll talk about this later on when we start doing the on page, right? So make sure you stay tuned to that part. But yeah, this site should pretty much helps you understand whether you're any type of website. So this is how the site looks like. So coming back to the presentations, so here's what will be covered right in this SEO training. First, I'll introduce you to the strategies, the AART SEO strategies, and what it's actually all about. And then I'll also guide you through how to use the audit checklist. So right below this video, there's a free audit SEO audit checklist that you can go ahead and click, and you can download it for free. I'll be teaching you how to use the audit checklist right in this video as well. So make sure you watch that part. But yeah, you can go ahead and grab the audit checklist right now, keep it with yourself, and then watch the video as I continue to teach you how to use it. And then we'll get into the technical aspects, or the technical SEO. So there's very when it comes to SEO in general, when it comes to technical SEO, there's really nothing much you have to be worried about. Most of the technical aspects have already been handled by the platform, especially if you're using things like WordPress, which has a very good technical SEO right out of the box, so you don't really have to worry much about it. I'll only touch on what are important when it comes to technical SEO, and don't worry if you're not a technical folks, you will still understand this easily. And we'll go deep dive into the on page and how to write content effectively. I'll teach you how to properly write content for SEO, and how to also do some checklists along that as well. And then we'll take a look into the off-page SEO that's beyond just backlinks. Well, of course, when it comes to off-page SEO, mostly it's going to be about backlinks, which is what we're going to be touching on this free SEO course video as well. But there are things beyond just backlinks that you really need to keep in mind, right? And at the end of this course, I'll also show you a small bonus, so make sure you stick till the end, right? So here's what the AART stands for. The first A stands for audit. So the first step before you do any SEO on your website, you need to do the audit and check your current website for things to improve or fix. So whether you're a old website, established website, or just a new website, the first step is to do an audit, right? So, okay, what about new website? You might be thinking, well, new website, right after you build your website, right after you create all the pages and the design, you have to start doing the audit. So the audit checklist that I'll be giving you in this free SEO course or training is pretty much, you can use it as a checklist as well as the SEO audit template, right? So right after you finish building your website, you can use it as a step-by-step checklist and see if you have any of those points in place or not. Don't worry, I'll teach you how to use it in a minute. Just stay with me. Next, the next A in the formula and in the name here is authority. So we'll be building authority factors on and off the website. And then The R here stands for relevance, and this is pretty much establishing topical relevance or topic relevancy on and off the website. When it comes to SEO, the foundation of any good website or any good website that ranks well on Google comes from having high relevance throughout the website as well as outside the website. So when we start off, obviously, after we finish off the technical stuff, we'll move on to the on page, and that is where you establish the relevance factor first on the website, and then we'll do it off the website. And trust, which is pretty much nothing but a consistent effort of feeding Google or the system with right signals. So when you start feeding Google with authority and relevancy factors over and over again iteratively, at the end of the day, you will start gaining Google's trust, or you'll start building the trust that the algorithm is looking for. And all of this, the step or the mindset you have to keep in mind here is everything has to be done repeatedly over and over again and consistently as well until you get the results, right? So you'll be building authority, you'll be building relevancy over and over again, and slowly steadily you'll start getting trust. And let's say at any point you got hit by any algorithm updates, then you'll come back to the audit again and then start doing the audit and then move on to building relevance, building trust, authority, and then keep on improving your website as you go along. And this is pretty much how it works. All right. Okay. I hope you're excited because we're gonna start with the first lesson of this course. So yeah, if you're excited, let's move on. Okay, so here's how we're gonna be using the audit as a free checklist, and as a checklist as well as the SEO audit. So let me open up the audit so I can show you how it looks. So this is the audit, how it looks. Okay, so after you grab the audit, after you have the audit, this is how there is. So first on the left hand side there's an audit list. So these are divided into sections like the basics, technical SEO, on page SEO keyword elements, on page SEO quality elements, and then backlinks, off page SEO quality elements, all these. And then on this column, the grading columns, you have pass and fail, and then here you have the details explanation of each point. So for example, if you have, like, for example, let's say JavaScript and CSS minify, if your answer is yes, then you have to select pass. If your answer is no, then it means fail, right? So you have to label it as fail here. And then here's the more detailed explanation of why this factor is useful, or what tools you can use to kind of test different aspects out. So once you got your audit checklist or templates, you're gonna go to file and then go to make a copy. All right, and then click on make a copy. Then this template will be saved to your Google account, Google Sheets, and then you'll be able to use the audit. So let's say, for example, does the site render correctly in Google Search Console? If my answer is yes, then I'll just click on pass here, and then it will be labeled, as you can see, with the color code here. If no, then fail, of course. And then you can read on like how you should conduct this test, or how you would start implementing this, and then understand a little more of why it's important, right? So this is how essentially you can use the audit checklist. As you can see, it doesn't only act as a audit, but it also acts as a checklist for your website as well. So let's say you've got a new website. Right after you finish building all the pages, all the design, then you can start going through these one by one, and then see Google Analytics. Okay, you have to set up Google Analytics. And then you might have to check your website and see, have you set up Search Console yet? If not, then now you have to set up Search Console. All right, so it's pretty much straightforward. And there's, I think, about 100 points on this checklist. So, and if you have any suggestion that you want me to add on to this, feel free to contact me or shoot me a quick email. All right, so that's all how to use the audit checklist. Okay, so let's get back to the next section here. So if you're just getting started, do these things first. First, you have to connect your website to Google Analytics and Search Console. You need to submit your sitemap to Google Search Console, and then install heat map software like Hotjar or Microsoft Clarity. And then you have to install any of the SEO plugins for, and this only for WordPress users. So you can use any of the plugins like Yoast SEO, Rank Math. I recommend these two. My personal favorite is Yoast SEO. I always use Yoast, and I find it to be really easy to use. At the end of the day, SEO plugins, you should not rely on it because it only can be used to basically speed up a little of the stuff, right? Things like editing your title tags, your H1, all these, you can use Yoast, okay? So I'm not going to go much too detail into these basics, but let me show you for any beginners out there watching this video. So let's say, you have to, so the first step is to install Google Analytics and Search Console. So what you got to do here is go to Google and then type in things like Google Search Console, and then go to Google Search, and then you can click on the top results. Here, I already signed into one of my test Gmail accounts, and I already have a website set up. So if you go and click Start Now, this will not come in the first screen, right? So you'll be prompted to enter your website. So how it will look like, it will look like something like this. You get an option to choose for domain or URL prefix. Always go with URL prefix because you have more privilege afterwards when you go with URL prefix. So with URL prefix, all you have to do is enter your full website URL. So I would copy this whole thing, including HTTPS as well, and paste it right there, right? And then you click on continue, and then just wait for a bit for this to verify. After that, you will get a bunch of options how you can verify your website. You can do things like you can upload this HTML file to your hosting, or you can just simply go to this and then click on copy. Right, you can read on the instruction here. Copy this and paste it into your site home page. It should go to the head section. So you can install this on your site, on the website's head section. So you can go to WordPress and you can install it. I'm not going to go into details because this is very, very basic stuff, but this is how you would add your website to Google Search Console. And then next is Google Analytics. So you can go do a search for Google Analytics as well, do a search, and then there you go. You can add your website to Google Analytics. And then next, after that, you have to install heat map software like Hotjar or Microsoft Clarity. I'll be explaining to you why you need this software later on in the off-page SEO. But making sure that, so these software helps track visitors. Basically, you can track what people do once they land on the website, and you can use this as a way to basically improve your user experience, right? So Hotjar is a paid tool. Microsoft Clarity is a free tool. You also have other options like Crazy Egg, all these companies. You can search on Google for heat map software, but if you're on a budget, then you can go with Microsoft Clarity. Very easy to set up. Just sign up for their free account, and then you'll get a code. You can install the code right directly on your website, and you'll be able to keep track of what people do on the website. You can do things like record what they do, right? You can do a video recording. You can see where they click their mouse, all this, and you can improve your website user experience afterwards. And then lastly, install any of the SEO plugin if you're WordPress users. So let me go ahead and install it right now. So here the website, and this is the website J Cleaning, and then here I'm going to go to plugins, and I'm going to install an SEO plugin. Like I said, my favorite is Yoast SEO, so I'm going to search for Yoast. You can use a free version of Yoast. As you probably might notice, there's a free as well as paid version for all of these SEO plugins. Free version is all you need. I'll be teaching you how to use these SEO plugins effectively, so make sure you stay on. Okay, so just give me a sec for this to get installed. Okay, once installed, go ahead and activate the plugin. As you can see, the first thing that is giving me a notification here is you're blocking access to robots, simply because I basically no index this website, means I block Google from indexing or crawling this website because I don't want this to get indexed. But as you can see, it's giving me an warning here, which is fine. And by the way, throughout this course, this free SEO course, I will be guiding you through how to use the checklist along with doing all this, right? The SEO audit checklist. So you'll be able to understand how to use them together. All right, so these are pretty much all you have to do if you're just getting started. For beginners, once you set up your website, these are pretty much all you need to do. Other than this, don't have to worry about it at all. Of course, if you have other platforms, like if you use things like Shopify or all those stuff, then there might be some few technical things or things like that that you might have to set up first. But yeah, this is pretty much it for the majority of you. Okay, so let's get to the technical thing, right? So the first thing that we're going to be using from the AART system is technical SEO. So these are pretty much all you need to be worried about. Mobile friendliness. Make sure that your website is mobile friendly. If you're using WordPress, this is pretty much done, because WordPress out of the box is nowadays all the modern WordPress theme like Astra, Cadence, all these top themes are all mobile friendly. SSL certificate and install. Make sure that you have SSL installed on the website. Fast loading website, so make sure that the website loads fast. Easy to navigate site structure, so making sure that your website structure is easier to reach. I'll be guiding you through all of this. Just now I'm giving the points. Don't index unnecessary pages. So after you set up, you have these points, make sure that you don't have any unnecessary pages set up on the website. So things like tag pages, unnecessary category pages, if you don't use them, if they don't really add value to the users, make sure you no index them. Okay, I'll tell you how, or even no index or delete them if possible. And then have proper canonical tags set up. Again, if you use WordPress and if you use any of the SEO plugins, the canonical tag should already be set up properly by default. And this is why how you would use SEO plugin is some of these small issues like canonical tags and index, no index, all these things are all handled right out the bat, so you don't have to worry about. So okay, let's get back to the website and we'll see. So first, SSL install, as you can see, is there. And if I go to my SEO audit checklist right here, let me reduce the size, and then you can see here I go to technical SSL HTTPS install. Yes, it's installed, right? So I would just put this as a pass here, and then there's more explanation to this. Okay, and then all pages redirect from HTTP to HTTPS. Again, you can see, right, there's how you can test all this. Mobile friendliness, I'm pretty sure it is mobile friendly because I'm using free Cadence theme. But again, if you want to check, you can go to Google and type in Google mobile friendly test, and then here you can go to the tool, enter it here, and then run the test. And then here you can click test URL and it will test the live URL. And then after that, going back to this, You see fast loading website. I would also make sure to check if the website loads fast. Now with WordPress, normally is pretty slow out of the box. So what you have to do here is we'll be using some of the plugins to speed up your website. Okay. All right. So we go to plugins and we'll be using things like so let me add to this. So to speed up WordPress, we're using things like caching plugins and a website files, a website code minification plugin. Okay, so this means that we'll be using some cache to to make sure the website loads faster, and be using some plugins to minify or to basically compress the code and make it much smaller, and also makes it load faster. Okay, as you can see, the page is usable on mobile. Is crawl fail here because I blocked Googlebot from accessing, but that's fine. Okay, so after you install a website, next we'll be installing caching plugins and website code minification plugins. Then we go to add new here. There are many caching plugins available in the market. The best three that I recommend you to go with is WP Fastest Cache, Lightspeed Cache, and Auto Optimize. So these three can do both the things. They can minify, or they can compress the code, and they can also add the cache system to your website as well. This Lightspeed Cache, this is only for hosting that supports that runs on Lightspeed server. So there's a server called Lightspeed server. Some hosting companies use Lightspeed server. So if you have to double check with your hosting first, if your hosting use Lightspeed server, then go with Lightspeed Cache. Otherwise, you can use WP Fastest Cache combined with Auto Optimize. My favorite one here is I use these two together. Otherwise, if my server supports is a Lightspeed server, I'll just go with this, because this alone is enough. I don't need to use this and this. Okay, so go ahead. This is unfortunately not a Lightspeed server, so I'll be using WP Fastest Cache here. And then I'm going ahead and install it. Okay, and then I'm going to activate. I'm going to skip Auto Optimize for now, just for the sake of simplicity. But once you install WP Fastest Cache, you click on it here, and then this is where you enable all the functionalities of the plugins. So I'm going to go and click on all of these. Okay, so home page and post. Okay, and then check all of these. Okay, update. Okay, minify. As you can see, there's an option for minify CSS, right, and combine CSS. All these will help compress your website code to be smaller. You don't really have to understand all these technical stuff. Just go ahead and activate all of this and then click submit. This will help speed up your website much better. So this will make sure that your website loads fast. Now, other than that, when it comes to website speed, if you go and take a look at our audit checklist, you see like things, to do things like do the majority of images are JPG file, JPEG file. So making sure that most of your images on the website are of JPEG file extension, that would be better. And if you set up things like CDN, all of this also will help speed up your website much faster as well. But yeah, JavaScript and CSS minified and caching plugin installed, these two are handled by the plugin that I just installed. So that's done. Okay. All right. So what else do we have? Easy to navigate site structure. If you go and take a look at this website, easy to navigate site structure. So let me draw it out for you, what I mean. So let's say you're gonna have you want to set up a site structure. Let me draw it out how an easy site structure looks like. So let me pull up Paint. Okay, so I like to set up website to be this kind of structure. On the top, more or less like a tree structure, you would say. So on the top, there's your home page, and then you have a bunch of first level pages, and then you have a bunch of second level pages, right? So all these boxes are your other pages on the website. On the top, you have your home page, and then here you have all the important top navigation menus. Okay, and in the second level, these are basically there are like sub pages under each of these. So the sites are divided into groups and clusters. So as you can see, like this is one cluster that belongs to the same topic. This is another cluster, this is another cluster, and this is another cluster, right? So these, they all have relationship with each other. So let's say if we go back to this, if we go back to cleaning services, the website which we are talking about here, on the top I would have my home page about cleaning services Melbourne. So this will be this one, and then I'll have a bunch of these service. So I would say, things like house cleaning service. I would say things like office cleaning service, construction service, all this. So these are important pages, right? And then underneath of these, let's say under house cleaning service, I might have things like, carpet cleaning, and I might have things like bathroom cleaning service, right? So these are relevant to house cleaning service, okay? So hope it makes sense. So basically dividing your website into easy to navigate structure. You can see if a user come here, if a user lands on the website, it can easily navigate to any of these pages, right? And then these pages are not really located very far. But let's say you have like this type of structure. Let's say this is a very important page you want to rank for, but it's buried like 1, 2, 3, 4 steps from the home page. It would be very difficult for users to go to this page, right? Like considering that this is a very important page. So any of the important page should be located near to the home page. And the best way I like to do here is I like to put them in the navigation menu here, right? So either both on the top as well as on the bottom, something like this, right? So here, let's say I go to service. If I click on service, there's these pages or these service that are ready that, if let's say I create any of these service, I can click and then I can go to individual service. And I also make sure I add it as a sub menu here so I can easily reach all of these important service that I want to rank for, okay? In the same way, if you're an e-com, this is especially important for e-commerce website when you have many pages and many structures on your website. So make sure the top level you have things like your primary category, and you can have things like your subcategory under each primary categories, and then you have things like your product. If you're an affiliate website, then some of these might represent your categories, right? That is relevant to your topics, for instance. Okay. Don't worry about this whole site structure, because having this site structure also, some people might want to do keyword research first, essentially finding keywords they want to target before they lay out the site structure. So that's fine. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Canonical tag, that's set up already by the plugin. I don't have to worry about. And there you go. That's it for the technical SEO. All right, let's move on to the next step, on-page SEO. So these are the things that you have to keep in mind, okay? Pretty much the step-by-step thing. First, make sure the site has great design. Right off the bat, whether you're a affiliate website where you don't really have proper branding and everything, you need to make sure that your site has a great design. Okay, great modern design. It doesn't have to be professionally built, but the website should look like 1990s type website, or the website should look more like a fake type website, because there's an algorithm which really looks at this. Okay, so if you're like an affiliate type website, I would at least try to have a proper homepage where you explain things like who you are, and different things that you do and all those stuff. If you're a service type business, something like this is all you need, right? Like a properly designed website. It doesn't have to be professional, it doesn't have to be fancy or anything. Just make sure it looks modern, it looks easy to use. Okay, and then after that, next you'll be doing keyword research. So finding keywords that you'll be writing the content on. After that, after you found the keywords, you'll be building up topical map and assign pages to main keywords. So after you got your keywords, next you'll be choosing which page will be targeting each keyword. And then after that, before you start writing, you have to have a proper content and intent outline, which I'm going to show you how to do. And then optimize key areas such as your title tag, H1, all this, and write the content. Recheck website the content for important keywords and keyword density, and then build out internal links, right? So this is all you need for on page, step by step. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, 7 steps. Okay, so first step is done for me. Next, keyword research. Let's move on. Okay, so to be honest, I haven't really looked into what I'm going to be targeting, so but I know that my main keyword is cleaning service Melbourne, so I'm going to start off with this. I'm going to go to, so how you would go about keyword research here is you would need to identify your competitors, find not really competitors but websites that can give you some keyword ideas. So I can start out with cleaning services Melbourne, which is my main topic. If you're an e-commerce website, if you sell like t-shirts, you can start out with t-shirt, buy t-shirts online. If you're an affiliate website, let's say you write about I don't know, washing machines review, then you can search for washing machines review 2022, whatever. Just write anything, right, that is relevant to your topic. And by the way, since we'll be establishing topical relevance, like I said, topical relevance essentially means topical relevance means your entire website is relevant to a topic, right? The more focused you are on the website, the easier you can rank. Okay, so here my entire website is going to revolve around cleaning service. Okay, it's a cleaning website, right? So cleaning service. If you're an affiliate website, I recommend you pick up a niche, let's say a washing machine niche or things like that. You can of course branch out to other relevant or neighborhood topics. Like let's say I offer cleaning service, my entire website is about cleaning, but then in the future I might start offering things like, I don't know, I might do things like I might sell cleaning products, for instance, right? That's also fine. Or I might even expand to things like construction or lawn mowing, all those. So those are also relevant to cleaning niche. I can expand to that, but I have to understand that those topics, I'm probably not going to be able to rank as well as I can with the cleaning, because Google, nowadays like to focus on the website. So the more focused the website is, the better it is in terms of ranking. But yes, over time, once you have enough authority, you will be able to rank for other topics or sister topics or neighborhood topics that are relevant to your website, as well as your main topic as well. But you need to feed Google with enough signals, right, that you are relevant to your second topic or third topics. Okay, so coming back to this cleaning service Melbourne, I'm going to be picking so when you do keyword research, we'll be using 3 to 5 websites. I'll just pick this one just for the sake of speed. So I'm gonna copy the website. If in your case you'll be doing all these 3 to 5 websites, and then you go to any of your SEO tools, right? Okay, I use Ubersuggest, and I find it to be pretty much useful when it comes to keyword research. Any SEO tool has the same functions. Then all you have to do here is copy and paste your computer URL, choose a location if your tool needs to. You can use SEMrush, you can use Ahrefs, whatever. We're just gonna find some keyword ideas. And I'm not really gonna think about keyword search volume or anything. I just want to make sure that I have some relevant topics to write about, or at least, I mean, I know to some extent, like I'm a cleaning service Melbourne. Some of the cleaning service I will be offering here, I think, like house cleaning Melbourne. I'll be doing things like if I go to the website, I can also get the idea from the topics that the competitors write about as well. So if I go to service, I can see right away directly from the website as well, right? So there could be things like, okay, so let me go to this service. There's things like, I don't know, end of lease cleaning service, okay, and I know I'm targeting Melbourne, so that should be easy. And of lease cleaning Melbourne, okay, so I'll be targeting all some of these carpet cleaning. There you go, another idea I can take from the website, carpet cleaning Melbourne. Nevertheless, it's also good to check from the tool and click on search, and then I can scroll right here, and then here are the SEO keywords. Remember, right now we're on the keyword research phase, so we're just gonna be coming up with some list of keywords. Okay, so just basically a brainstorming session. So there you go, end of lease clean. End of lease cleaning is the same thing. I can also add there end of lease clean, right? There's Melbourne cleaner, cleaner in Melbourne, Melbourne cleaner, right? Cleaner Melbourne is the same, so I'll just neglect that. I can click on this to view more SEO keywords, and then there's things like, there you go, house clean Melbourne, house clean Melbourne, house cleaning Melbourne is the same thing. When you do keyword research, okay, if you're beginners, you might be confused, like, okay, there's a keyword clean, house cleaning, which one should I be targeting? Okay, now it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, Google is a semantic search engine, means it understands the meaning. If I type in house clean Melbourne, or if I type house cleaning Melbourne, it's going to understand. You go with when it comes to this, you can choose to go with the highest search volume. So if house cleaning Melbourne has a more search volume, then you go for it. If house clean Melbourne has search volume, you can go for it, because at the end of the day, you will be able to rank for all of them. Okay, I'll talk about this in a second, but right now, just finding some keywords. Okay, so things like cleaning service, this looks good. We cleaning service, right? So just coming up with all these lists. Maid service, okay. And do I have to put in Melbourne here? I can, but the reason why these keyword the website is ranking for here is, initially the website might rank for Melbourne, but then over time, when Google starts trusting the website, Google will start ranking the website for a more generic keyword, or a more topic related keyword than just keyword plus the city here. Okay, so yeah, so let's go for this for now. Okay, just for the sake of speed, let's say. And then of course there's things like, I don't know, commercial cleaning. I can also add there commercial cleaning. Okay, so I'm coming up with all this list of keywords. We're in the first phase, keyword research. Next up, we'll be building up topical map and assign pages to main keywords. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna be assigning pages to each keyword. And let's say house cleaning Melbourne. This is gonna be the main keyword. Now I have to choose which page on my website I want to rank for this. Do I want my home page to rank for it, or do I want inside pages to rank for it? Okay. But since the website is going to be about cleaning service Melbourne, so this is also one of the keyword. Okay. So here, cleaning service Melbourne, I'm going to be choosing my home page to rank for it. Okay, because it's the main keyword, so I like to target on home page. You can use inner pages as well if you want. That's fine. House cleaning Melbourne, I'm going to use my service house cleaning service page, which is this page. It's already built up from the theme. It came with the theme, so that's good. Now, okay, there's also things like maid service and also cleaning service. So cleaning service, now I have to check cleaning service Melbourne and cleaning service. Is it the same intent, right? So for that, okay, so build up topical map. So here we're basically grouping keyword. Okay, we're grouping keyword. So we have cleaning service home. Next, I'll be looking at carpet cleaning. Carpet cleaning Melbourne. Now you have to decide whether you want to throw this keyword into the home page or into this page, or you want to have a separate page. So what I like to do here is I want to go to Google and do a type. So if I do a search for carpet cleaning Melbourne, and then I see what type of page rank. So there's a carpet cleaning specific page, carpet cleaning specific page, carpet cleaning page, carpet cleaning page. So pretty much all of these are separate page. Okay, so now I know I need a separate page for this. So 3 carpet cleaning Melbourne, this is gonna be carpet cleaning service page. Okay, end of list clean. Since I'm going to be targeting Melbourne, so I'm going to go with this. End of list cleaning, again, specific page, specific page, specific page. So again, I need a separate page for this. End of list cleaning page, end of list service page. Okay. So I hope you're getting the idea here. So after you do a keyword research, after you found a list of keywords you want to be targeting, don't worry about keyword volume. Of course, you can use keyword volume, like from the tool. You see like there's a search volume here. Generally, when you're starting out, if you're an affiliate website, your goal is to produce as many content as possible to build a topical relevance. Then when you're starting out, you can go with low search volume first, and then gradually increase, because technically speaking, the more search volume there is for the keyword, the more competition there is. Okay. But since I'm a cleaning business and I offer house cleaning Melbourne, of course there's no way I would avoid this keyword, right? Even though it could be a very difficult keyword, but at the end of the day, since I offer this service, I will have to use it, right? I hope that makes sense. Okay, and of course, if you're an e-commerce website, if you sell, let's say, I don't know, beach t-shirts, then obviously you have to target it, no matter whether it's difficult or not. Okay, so it also depends both on what you offer and basically your business, what you offer, and if you have a choice to leave it for now and then later on you can work on it. You can target them first in the beginning, and then, but of course you might not rank for it. You might start ranking for low keyword volume first, but eventually once you set the mind to it, then you will be able to achieve it, right? But if you're an affiliate type website, if you're a branded type website, then you have an option of leaving some of the things out for now, for sure. Okay, so coming up, Melbourne Cleaner. Now I have to decide which page. Do I want to create a separate page, or I can group them together in any of these? So I'm gonna go this Melbourne Cleaner. First one here is a house cleaning page. This is a cleaning page, normal cleaning page, house cleaning page, house cleaning page, house cleaning page again, house cleaning page, house cleaner page, and then normal service page again. So it seems like 50-50 because we have pages ranking, like the house cleaning service page ranks for this, but also normal regular cleaning service page also ranks for it. But because that depends, right? Like if the website doesn't have a generic cleaning page like I have, then they're gonna club together house cleaning and cleaning service page. So I can choose pretty much, like I can choose to combine it with this, or I can combine it with this. I'm gonna combine with this. Reason being, this is more generic, whereas this is more focused on house, right? So I'm gonna combine with this. So this go with the home page. Cleaning service, it pretty much all there is. So cleaning service, it's the same thing, Melbourne or not. At the end of the day, I'm gonna rank this page for all the relevant keywords. Cleaning service Melbourne, Melbourne cleaners, cleaning service, all this. Maid service, interesting. So let me go to this. Maid service Melbourne. House cleaning page, normal cleaning service, house cleaning again, house cleaning, house cleaning, house cleaning. And Google also bold house cleaning. Interesting. This could go either way, but I think this might go well with this. So I'm gonna club this together here. Okay, so yeah, commercial cleaning is a separate service, so of course I need a separate page for it. So a commercial cleaning page. Okay, so hope you're getting the idea, right? This is how you would go about it. Find keywords and then group them together, which is essentially this step. Keyword research, and then build up topical map and assign pages to main keywords. So I'm assigning pages to the keywords. Okay, now let's get to the fun part. I hope you're still sticking around with me, because now we're gonna start writing the content. I'm gonna write the content for house cleaning Melbourne. Reason being, the page is already created and it's can be easy. Okay, so here's how you do on page for SEO. Okay, proper on page. So I'm gonna click edit page. Okay, before you write content, obviously we are gonna have to do a proper content and intent outline first, which I'm gonna show you here. So here I'm on editing of the WordPress, and here I have my Yoast SEO plugin. As you can see, all this. First, I need to understand what I will be writing about. Okay, and here's how you do it. You go to Google and you type in your main keyword. So topic to write about house cleaning Melbourne, or essentially I would go with keyword. Okay, now my content outline. Now first I'm gonna check the intent, and then content / topic outline. Now intent, what I mean by intent, let's say I do a search for house cleaning Melbourne. Once I search, I'll see what type of pages is ranking for my keyword. Now the first one is the service page, of course, service, and this one you can see this is a service page, right? These offer services, but this is a review page. Okay, different intent now. Service, service, in review, service, 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 and service. So I will look for the dominant intent here. So basically 9 out of 10 are pointing to service type page. So I know I can rank my page for this keyword. Okay. But let's say if you do a search for a keyword and you find like mix of intent, like 50% is one type of page, another 50% is another type of page, and this sometimes comes up in e-commerce website. So let's say you do a search for beach shirt. First one, this is a category page, is a e-commerce, 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 e-commerce. This is a affiliate type, right? Because it review 19 beach shirts. Okay, e-commerce again, e-commerce, e-commerce. Okay, so you can see again you have a mixed intent here, but the majority of pages ranking here are e-commerce pages. So if you're an affiliate website and you want to rank for this, it will be very difficult, okay, because you only have one website ranking here. So your best shot is to try to be an e-commerce page and rank for it. Now, I'm not saying that if you're an e-commerce and you can't rank for it, but there seems to be only one spot available for affiliate website. So if you really want to rank for beach shirts as an affiliate website, you need to beat this website out. Okay, I'm sure on second page there will be more affiliate website. Still e-commerce dominating. E-commerce, maybe third page, still mostly e-commerce. Very few affiliate type website, I would say, for this keyword. Again, still e-commerce, e-commerce, e-commerce. Yeah, if you're an affiliate type website, it would be pretty challenging, right? Trying to compete with e-commerce pages. But for house cleaning, I'm lucky, or at least I know prior to this that house cleaning Melbourne is going to be dominated by service page, so I can easily rank for it. So for the intent, you would go with what? Service page, because it's a primary intent here. Now, but let's say you're an affiliate, you try to rank for B shirts, then this should not be a good keyword to go after for sure. You can go, I'm not saying that you shouldn't go, but you have a lesser chance of ranking for it. Okay, but let's say your intent matches what you offer now, or who you are, the type of website you are. Let's move on to content/topic outline. So before you start writing the content, you have to do a research on what topics or what these topics that you should be writing on the website be all about. So what you're gonna do here is you're gonna open up the top 3 to 5 competitors. So I'm gonna open up this, and only open up those that match your intent. Okay, so I'm gonna skip this, I'm gonna move on to this. Okay, all right, I'm hope you're still following. Okay, especially if you're beginners. Hopefully this isn't too fast, but again, if you have any questions, you can always email me, but this is how you would go. Okay, so what do you do with content/topic outline? You will note down what you will be covering on the website. Okay, remember, we're not writing yet, but we're there. So the first one starts off with introduction, right? As you can see, if I go here, it starts off with the introduction. If it is affiliate type content, if it is a blog type content, then it's easier to write. But yeah, pretty much all of these service starts off with an introduction to the service slash who you are, right? Next would be so let's say here featured on all of this how we, so this is a process. So this is a reference to all of this pandemic thing, and this is the process of how you do. If you go to this again, process, you see right how it works. If I go to this, if I scroll down, how the service work, again, process. So you see, when you start looking at your competitors, you will see a pattern, right? So when you see any noticeable pattern, you'll note it down in your content outline. Would be cleaning process. Next up, and also another great mind idea you can use to find topics to write for is you can look at these people also ask. See, people ask about cost, so I might have to add about cost here. Service cost. What's included? That's a good topic. What's included in the service? Now, of course, if you go and look at this, what's included here? This doesn't seem to have what's included, but here, let me see what's included. I think they have here, but it's not really clearly, but they say, you know, what's included in their service, something like that. I think it's all right. This one is included, right? Like all of these services included in house cleaning. Yeah, okay, I think I can add for it. Reviews is there, as you can see. Reviews reviews there. Okay, so reviews, customer reviews. All right, so all of this. Okay, let me give you an example, another example here. Let's say you want to rank for, I don't know, like going to the cleaning. So let's say how to clean carpet with baking soda. Let's say you want to write a blog. Blogs is easier to look at, so I'm gonna open up a few of these. This. So I hope you're getting the idea. So this is what I'm gonna write about. Let's just end it right here, okay? All right. But let me show you for a blog type website, in case you're wondering. If you're an e-commerce website, for your category page or product page that you want to rank for, it doesn't really matter much. But including things like why your customer should buy your all those stuff, I think that is there for every website. Okay, so let me open this website up. You see, so there's a step here. So if I were to write about this, how to use baking soda, just let's say these are my keyword. My topic would be introduction, as always, and then steps. Okay, a step-by-step removing pet odors and smells. Vinegar. Okay, now let me go here again. Non-greasy stains, I think that's there. There you go, removing non-grazing stains. So it would be like step to remove. Of course, you know, a person asks how to use baking soda to remove, so I'll have to answer steps to remove, but then I'll also do non-grazing stains removal process. Right, you can see when you open up your competitor, you'll see topics that repeating again and again. Removing stains that are greasy, remove grease stains. So yeah, I think this I can add removing stains that are greasy, and then removing pet odors, right? We saw it here. There you go. So removing pet odors. Right, you see, you start seeing pattern when you notice your competitors. So this is how you would go about it, right? Writing the content. So first you have this content outline. All right, so let's move on to how to write content. So here we have up. So okay, first we'll be writing the content. We'll be writing the content, and then we will look into how to optimize these key areas. Okay, and then so let's get back to our house cleaning page. Okay, so first we'll start off with introduction. Okay, I'll change it a little bit. So first I'll be optimizing important areas. Okay, so it's easier than done. Easier when we get started. So some of the important areas that you need to keep in mind are your H1, your title tag, your URL, your meta description, and then your H2 and H3. And this is how you go about it. Your H1 will be your main keyword that you want to rank, plus it will be any CRO words, right? So words you want people to click on. Title tag, you go the same with your H1. URL will be your main keyword. Meta description will be short description about the keyword. H2 and H3 will be using relevant words. Try to avoid main keyword, and this is because they're based on my test, there seems to be some kind of over optimization, so we'll try to avoid using the exact keyword in your H2 and H3. Now if we look at this checklist, that pretty much goes into the detail of how to optimize on page. You'll see that so if I scroll down here, you'll see H2 and H3 contain semantic keywords. So semantic keywords are basically keywords that are relevant to your main keywords. Okay, so if you see here, don't use main keyword in H2 and H3. So if yes, you pass, no, you fail. Okay, so there's a checklist there. So H1, what I would use for H1, house cleaning. My main keyword here is house cleaning Melbourne. And then the words, right? The words that people, that kind of entice people to read. So it would be something like affordable cost. Okay, and then next, my title tag, and this is how you would actually use Yoast SEO or any SEO plugins. You use it mainly for some small stuff like canonical tags, and setting things like your title tags and your URL meta description. Because with default WordPress stuff, you won't be able to set your title and your URL, your meta description separately. But with SEO plugins, you can set all these easily from your WordPress writing page. This is how essentially I would use any SEO plugins. Now, if you're a beginner, this is one of the biggest mistakes I see here is beginners like to, fight whether which is the best SEO plugins. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter which one you use. They don't really, contribute to your overall rankings whatsoever. And there's these, things like analysis of the keyword, anything and everything. We're not gonna use this anything, right? Like if I open this up, you see things like outbound link, keyword, phrase length. Beginners will try to make all these green, which it doesn't really matter. These are just based on best practices, but at the end of the day, the plugins are not sophisticated enough to really know what you have to add to the page. I'll talk about this a little bit in a second, but first let's optimize these important page. So your title, this is how it would go. I would make this house cleaning Melbourne affordable cost. Slug, I would go house cleaning Melbourne, or I can use house cleaning as well. It doesn't matter. Here, URL main keyword as short as possible. So if it makes sense, like house cleaning is already, if it makes sense, then I would just leave it as it is. Otherwise, it's not necessary for me to add Melbourne here. Okay, that will give it a longer version, right? Not matter. Meta description, I would say like affordable house cleaning services in Melbourne. Call now, right? Something like this. Short, descriptive, contain your keyword, main keyword. Your main keyword here is house cleaning Melbourne, of course, but you can add things like services, all this, right? These are relevant words, okay? And what I mean by semantically relevant words, okay? Because now we'll start writing the content. Semantically relevant words are words that basically relevant to your main keyword, and beginners might be confused, so I'm gonna explain. So let's say your main keyword here is house cleaning Melbourne. So house cleaning Melbourne. Then naturally, when you write your content or when you actually talk about house cleaning Melbourne, you have to talk about things like cleaners, things like services, things like, I don't know. So let's see if I check. So go back, house cleaning Melbourne. I check out this page. Like, you have to talk about words like clean. You have to talk about words like soap base, right? Cleaning supplies, all these words, disinfectant, right? All these words that are relevant to house cleaning. Like again, if I open this up, things like, I don't know, get quote now, or quotations, expert, right? All these residents, probably things that are relevant to cleaning. Cleaners, like I said, these words, let's say professional, right? Professional, experienced, cleaning service, right? So, and of course, Melbourne. So all these words are relevant, right? So these words are kind of called like a group of relevant keywords to your main keyword. So when I say, H2 and H3 relevant words, or basically semantic words, I mean, use the words like, so let's say I have to write about cleaning process, so I can be something like our cleaning process, right? Instead of our house cleaning Melbourne process. Make sense? So let me show you here. Now, when you write your content, naturally, if you know the topic well enough, you will include all these semantic words already in the content. But if you want to go beyond this, I recommend you to try tools like Surfer SEO. So there are a few on-page SEO tools you can use to find semantic words. So things like Surfer SEO, Phrase.io, and then on page AI. All these are good on-page SEO tools that will help you find semantic keywords better. Okay, now I have my own tools. I have my own on-page tools, which isn't really for sale or open up for free or to the public. And I only give this to my SEO coaching program clients, or I use it for my own website. So unfortunately, I cannot really share that for free. But these tools are also equivalent, right? You can use them. And if you write all the important content, the important topics, if you cover them up perfectly on the page, then you should naturally include, right? Because when you talk about cleaning process, you will have to talk about how professional you are and all those stuff, right? When you talk about service costs, you have to talk about things like services and all these words already. So as long as you have all the important topics covered, these semantic words should already be covered, most of them, right? So they should pretty much be handled right at the bat. Okay, so this is my H1, right? H1, as you can see, H1 goes to the top, and then if you go to the checklist right here, you'll see that we have things like are the main keywords close to the start of all the titles. So essentially mean, okay, so we go to, yeah, are the main keywords placed higher up on the page, right? So essentially means when we write our content, let's say this is your page. Sorry. So let's say this is your page. This is your H1, and this is a bunch of content images, all this. Like the higher up on each, like this top section, the more you have your keywords, or you have to include some of your keywords, important keywords like home, your main keyword, all this, the better Google understands what your page is about. So when you write your content, if you want to add your main keyword, if you want to add your keywords, I recommend you add a lot on the top, and then at the bottom you can go a little bit lighter, right? So when I start off, I would start right from here because this is pretty much on the top. So I would be something like, we offer affordable house cleaning services in Melbourne. And by the way, when you write content, don't try to keyword stuff or anything, just write naturally. If you know the topic enough, you will naturally include all these words already. You don't have to include the exact main keyword on your content, although having them sometimes from time to time is good. But if they're very close enough, like house cleaning service Melbourne and house cleaning Melbourne, that's fine as well. House cleaning in Melbourne, right? We offer affordable house cleaning service in Melbourne. That comes with 100% guarantee. All of the cleaning work is carried out by our professional team. All this, right? So this is how we would go about it. Okay, and then this is you start structuring your page, right? when you structure your page, this is how you would go about it. So first you have like your H1, and then you have a bunch of your H2, right? And then if under any of your H2 you have like a so H2 represents subtopics, right? If under any of these H2 you have a further subtopic under each, you can add H3 under it, right? So something like this. So here the theme gave me this as a H2. I can of course change this to H3, but it doesn't really matter. Now when it comes to H2, like I said, try to avoid using the main keywords. I would use some variation or semantic keyword. So from my content, I would go something like cleaning process. So I go something like our cleaning process, right? So yeah, there you go. I don't have the main keyword there. I have some part of it. It's a semantic keyword. That's all good. Okay. And this is how I would go about writing the content. Okay. Now, after you finish writing the content, if you go back to our presentations, you have to optimize key areas and write the content. That's done, right? We optimize title tag, H1, all these stuff. Then we will have to recheck for important keywords. So recheck for important keywords, this is essentially means using the SEO tools, like I said, to check for keywords, semantic keywords, as well as keyword density, right? Like what is the density of each keyword? So let's go back here. And I have a quick, easy, free way you can use, okay? So if you go to the checklist right here, you have this our keyword density of the main keyword and partial matches in the average. What you want to do when it comes to keyword density, you need to make sure that your website content keyword density falls in the average of the top competitors. So what you would do, you would go to Google and search for your keywords. Okay, go to Google and search for keyword like house cleaning Melbourne, and then open up top 3 to top 5 results, excluding the pages that are not in the same intent. And then you go to this free tool called as wordcounter.net. Okay, again, this is all given in the checklist. If you go to this 48 point, this point, there you go. Use wordcounter.net to check if your keyword densities of all words fall. So you would copy your competitor content. So Control A, Control C, go to this, paste it there, and you see this keyword density, right? So I like to look at one phrase and also second phrase, two phrase and three, one word, two phrase and three phrase, and see, these words, do they match, especially the important words, right? Like cleaning, clean, service, home, Melbourne, all these. I would check to see if my percentage density actually falls in the average. So this is my first competitor. Let's say the word cleaning here is 5%. I open up my second competitor and then I paste it there. I paste their content and then I see, let's say the second competitor is 5%. So the average here is 5 plus 5 divided by 2, 5%. So I would make sure that my content also has roughly about 4 to 5% of the word cleaning there. You can use any of the on-page tool. I think they all gives you the numbers that you should be using, but I like to use this manual process as I find it to be more accurate. But again, it just depends on the preference. The goal here is not to really make your page look too overly optimized, right? Because over optimization is one of the biggest issues that kind of hit the website in terms of algorithm updates. All right, hope this makes sense. First, you find a keyword, check the intent. Find a keyword, group the keyword, check the intent, create a content outline, optimize important tags like h1 title, URL, meta description, h2 and h3, and then start writing the content. Okay, and check the density and everything. Now, last step is to build out internal links. Internal links means a link from one page on your website to the other. So let's go back here. Okay, so what I mean by internal links, so let's say I want to link this to cleaning service. I want to add a link to my home page, so I can highlight this, click this link, and I can type in this, and then there you go, link to the home page, right, with the anchor text here. This is called as anchor text. Okay, so for beginners, this is called as anchor text. Anchor text is the words highlighted which actually when clicked goes to the next page, the page you want to link to. When it comes to internal link, we want to internal link the pages that are relevant to each other, right? So this page talks about house cleaning Melbourne, but then there's also our home page which talks about cleaning service in Melbourne. Then I want to link this to that page. Okay, and when we use internal link anchor text, this is how you would go about it. According to the checklist, are the internal link anchor text descriptive and not exact match? So what we want to make sure that our anchor, so first rule of is so anchor text rule internal link. First, descriptive, right? So it should be a little bit of description there, like check out cleaning service there. Also, make sure that it's not only exact match keyword. So my homepage wants to rank for cleaning service Melbourne. I can use the word like cleaning service to link. It's not an exact match, right? Exact match here is cleaning service Melbourne. But I want to rotate, right? I want to use things like, and then also make sure use semantic keywords too. So I can use things like cleaning services. I can use things like professional service, things like this. Words that are relevant to my target page, right? Like I want to link from house cleaning to my cleaning service page. So I would use the words that are relevant to this page to hyperlink from this page, right? So we're not just, we can use like cleaning service Melbourne, exact match keyword, but try to avoid, right? Like you want to rotate them. And of course, for this rotate anchor text, because too many again can also lead to over optimization. Anchor text internal link alone cannot over optimize, but if your page is over optimized in terms of keyword density and you have a backlinks that is also a little bit of over optimized, and if you also use a lot of exact match anchor text, internal link anchor text, it can also over optimize. So all of this can convince to Google that you're over optimized. I recently made a video where I explain that over optimization isn't just a linear thinking anymore. Means it's not just on page over optimized and you're done, off page over optimized and you're done. No, it's a multiple things, multiple algorithms trying to look at your overall website and figure out, okay, is this anchor text too much, is the keyword density too much, all this, and then it makes decisions. Okay, so hope that makes sense. And that pretty much ends our on page, right? Hope it's not too much. All right, so Now let's move on to the off-page section of this SEO tutorial slash course. So here it is. Here's the steps again, as you can pretty much use it as a checklist. First, you're gonna have to set up social profiles and citations. So making sure you set up things like Facebook, Twitter, Instagrams about your business, and citations. And for beginners out there who don't know what are citations are essentially like kind of like profiles that you can list your business there with your business information, such as your business name, address, and phone number. And then after that, you're gonna start doing like research the backlinks and anchor text. And then when you actually go out and build the backlinks, you're gonna be building contextually typed backlinks that are relevant, coming from websites with real traffic to multiple pages on the website as required. I'll discuss about this point again afterwards. And then you're gonna be create a proper branding strategy about your business, and then get links from authority trusted sites. So here's the checklist. Now, without further ado, let's dive right into how we're going to achieve this. So the first step here is we're going to be creating social profiles and citations for your business. So now this also is applicable for affiliate type website, or even online type website essentially. So let's say I want to start creating a profile for my business, J Cleaning. Then what I can do here is I'm gonna go to Google, and then type in type in my keyword first. So let's say I do a search for my main keyword. Here's cleaning services Melbourne. Once I do a search for this, then I'm gonna look for websites that kind of ranks that are mostly like business directory type, like for instance this one, airtasker.com. I'm going to make sure that I have my business listed there, right? And each business directories, right, websites gonna have a different procedures of how you can get your business listed there. But essentially, let's say if mostly they're gonna be free, but some of them might require to maybe pay a little bit of monthly subscription. And then I'm gonna keep on searching. The second option would be one flare, so things like this. Moreover, I can also type in Google, and then type in, so I want to rank in Melbourne, right? So I can type in something like top directories in I can say top business directories in Australia, right? So Melbourne is in Australia. I can type, and I can check out things like so I can click on any of these results, and then check on more stuff. All right, so this is what you would do for any business type. So as you can see, Facebook, right? So first and foremost, I would be setting all the top social profiles. So top social profiles would be things like Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, right? All these. You can do Instagram as well, but I don't think Instagram actually get indexed a lot on Google. But these would be my top social profiles. And then for business directories, I would search for on Google, right? Search for Google for list, and see site ranking for my keywords as well, or topic essentially. Okay, then you can see Facebook is there. Yelp, of course, I need to have my business listed on Yelp, Foursquare, True Local, all these, right? Apart from this, what you can also do here is you can search for your competitors brand name, and then you see what are the type of business citations and profiles. So let's say I go to Google, I search for made to clean. So I'm going to search for made to clean, and then once I search any business brand name, I'm going to see their profiles type listings like Facebook, productreview.com.au, 3bestrated.com.au, all this, right? Now this is also applicable for affiliate type website. So let's say if I search for carpet cleaning tips and tricks, and then I look for any of the website. Let's say I'm an affiliate website like this one. This is the brand, right? Popular. Let's go with this. Top 10 bathroom cleaning products, right? Let's say I'm an affiliate website. I review bathroom cleaning products. Then I do a search for, let's say, goodhousekeeping.com. So I can search for goodhousekeeping.com, right? Search for their brand name, and then you'll see these citations, right? Facebook, Pinterest. I have to list my business there. And in some of these, right? Of course, Twitter is there. And then, there are also more like generic type business profiles like, Trustpilot, Crunchbase.com. All these are, trusted high profile type business, right? So you would want to get your business listed there first. If you're a local business, okay, and moreover, make sure, make sure your business information is consistent throughout, right? So consistent name, address, and phone number. If you're an affiliate type or online type business, your address, you can, choose any virtual address. Essentially, it doesn't really matter, right? But make sure they're consistent. So let's say on Facebook, you said your business name here is J Cleaning. Then on your Twitter, you would also say the same thing. On Pinterest, you also say the same thing, J Cleaning. So make sure they're consistent throughout, all right? Because these, having proper business name, address, and phone number, even though if you're an online business, it creates the trust in Google's eyes, all right? So this is the point of establishing or creating these social profiles. Okay, now next up, we're gonna be researching backlinks and anchor text. Okay, so after finishing all these basic type links, so these citations and profiles, we're gonna start researching for your competitor's backlink profile. So let's say, like I said, I'm gonna try to rank for house cleaning Melbourne, and yeah, by the way, those profiles, right, you're gonna be building them only to your business homepage, okay, only to your homepage. So social slash business directories links, building them only to your homepage, okay, because it kind of established you as a brand, as a business, so it's generally used for your homepage. But now, when I want to rank for house cleaning Melbourne, I would want to specifically build links to this page, okay? So now we're talking about building backlinks. For beginners, there are essentially two types of backlinks. One is do follow and no follow links. Most of the social profiles and business directories that you build are going to be no follow, okay? The difference in do follow and no follow here is do follow are essentially nothing but, normal backlinks without specification that it's a no follow, okay? And no follow backlink essentially is backlinks that specify in the code, in the HTML code, as being a no follow backlink. So let me give you an example here. Let's say I go to Wikipedia. Wikipedia backlinks are generally no follow when they link out to outside websites. So if I right click on this and click on inspect, you're gonna see this is a HTML code for hyperlink, okay? So whenever you put this in between of any text, it becomes a link, and you can see a tag followed by a rel equal to no follow. You can see in the code it is specified that it is a no follow backlink, right? Whereas do follow backlinks essentially means there's no specification there at all, means normal backlinks, right? Normal links in general. Like, if you go to here, you click on this. So I added this internal link. You see there's nowhere in the code that mentioned is a no follow link, okay? The difference here is, the do follow links actually passes the link juice or page rank, whereas no follow links doesn't pass page rank or the link juice or link power. I'm not going to go into detail of all of this, but essentially do follow link is going to be more powerful than no follow, but no follow links are also still important. They kind of act as a trust signals to Google. Okay. And yeah, let's say I want to build links to this house cleaning Melbourne page. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna research my competitor backlinks. So I'm gonna go to Google and type in house cleaning Melbourne, and then I'm gonna open up 3 to 5 competitors that are in the same intent. Remember, we only focus on intent. So I'm gonna open up this one, I'm gonna skip this and this one. Okay, for the sake of speed, I'm gonna open up this website first. Okay, and then I'm gonna copy the URL of the website. Now, in order to understand what links you need to be building to your website, or what type of links in general when it comes to researching phrase, you can use any of the SEO tools available, like Ahrefs, right? So things like Ahrefs, SEMrush, right, or Uber Suggest. All these are great backlink checker tool, or tools I can use to check and the website's backlinks. But generally speaking, you don't really need to pay for these tools. Reason being, all you need is just a rough idea, right, of what the backlinks of your competitors are having in general. So what are we gonna be looking at when it comes to backlink research, backlink and anchor text research, right? And by the way, when we build the backlinks in general, we're going to be building a do follow links, right? We're not going to be researching for no follow, or when we go ahead and start building links. These are going to be mostly do follow type backlinks, but we are going to also see like what is the landscape in general when it comes to each keyword, because and you'll be doing this for every keyword that you want to rank for. Like right now, I want to rank for house cleaning Melbourne. I'm going to be researching for backlinks for this keyword, so that's why I did a search for this. Now let's say if I build more service page, if I have more page I want to rank for, I'll be checking for for the backlinks of those keywords individually, right? Because each keyword requires different type of strategies. Okay, all right. But before that, like I said, we don't really need to pay for any tool. You just need to know a little bit of landscape of what is required. So what I like to use here is there's a free backlinks checker by Ahrefs. So you can go to Google and type in Ahrefs backlink checker, and then you can click on the top most results. This is a free Ahrefs backlink checker tool that allows you to check up to 100 referring domains pointing to any of the website. Now, difference between referring domains versus backlinks. So referring domain versus backlinks. Okay, referring domains means how many website links to you, whereas backlinks means how many backlinks you get in general. So you can have multiple backlinks coming from one referring domain. So let's say I have website ABC. A links to me 2 times. Okay, so maybe if I just draw this out, let's say this is one website, 2 website, 3 website. This is my website. Let's say this website links to me twice, right? They might link to me from any other pages. This one links to me once, this one links to me once. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 backlinks, but 3 referring domains. So 1, 2, 3 websites linking to me, but 4 links in total. When it comes to researching, we're going to be looking at referring domains. We're not going to be looking at backlinks. Reason being, multiple links coming from a domain or one single domain isn't going to be given a lot of value. So this website, the first link might be counted 100%, but the second link might not really be counted as much. So for the sake of simplicity, we're just going to be looking at referring domains. Okay, so and before that, let me also give you anchor text type, right? So anchor text type, all right, because we're going to be looking at anchor text as well as the backlinks to understand, okay, what type of links or what we should actually be building in general. So when it comes to anchor text type, you can find a lot of anchor text type on the internet. Some people say there are 10 types, there are 15 types. I like to classify into 5 types. So first one is keyword anchor text. Second one here is semantic anchor text. Third one is branded anchor text. Fourth one is URL anchor text. And fifth one here is miscellaneous anchor text. So keyword anchor text means, you know, any anchor that contains part of your keyword. So for example, I want to rank for house cleaning Melbourne. My keyword anchor text could be house cleaning, it could be Melbourne, or it could just simply be the full keyword itself, okay, because it contains part of a keyword. Semantic anchor text, it doesn't really have, there's, you know, semantic anchor text could be, you know, words that are important, or, you know, have this kind of relevance to this keyword. So things like professional, cleaners, right? All these words. Even like word cleaning here can also be semantic anchor text. So sometimes there could be overlap, right? Branded anchor text means, you know, your brand name. So like in this case, it would be Jake Cleaning. URL would be, you know, a straight up URL. So this one would be my URL anchor text, right? And miscellaneous anchor text means, you know, anything that isn't relevant with your web page at all. Things like click here, read more, etc. Right? All these miscellaneous anchor text. Now, according to the checklist, if you scroll down to the backlinks point, you see, are the majority of anchor text branded or safe? As you can see here, when you build backlinks, make sure that the majority of your anchor text for any page that you build links to are branded type anchor text, or URL, or miscellaneous, or at least semantics. I would say semantic and branded should be the top 2 type of anchor text that you use. Reason being, although, you know, the reason being, you know, because you want to create the semantic relationship, right, between web pages with your brand name, so Google can understand that. Whereas if you use a lot of keyword anchor text in your backlinking campaign, there could be you know, over optimization problem there. So you have to make sure that most of your anchor texts are semantics or branded. And of course, you also have URL miscellaneous anchor text as well from time to time, especially when you build all the profiles type and everything like that. You know, those will come as a URL or miscellaneous type anchor text, so that should be fine, okay? But generally speaking, if you don't want to research your competitor's backlink profile, just go with semantic anchor text and branded. All right. But let's say, you know, I want to research my competitor profile and, you know, see what type of anchor text they're using, what type of links they're using. So I'm just going to go and go to this free backlink checker, and then I'm going to check for subdomains, means I'm going to look for this page actually. So I'm going to go with yeah, this page. So check backlink, complete the captcha here. And by the way, you know, when you're starting out, you might come across terms like DA, DR, domain authority, domain rating, all of these when it comes to backlinks. Generally, I don't really look at them too much. Also, it's not that important when it comes to SEO, so that's why I decided to skip. Like I said, this SEO course, SEO training, is we're gonna only be focusing on what matters, what important. Okay. So we can see here, like, the competitors do have links from this one, right? 3 best cleaning services, pointing to this with a URL anchor text. You see, we're not going to be really, you know, looking into the detail of how many links we need to build, everything like that. There's really, at the end of the day, no specific number of links you have to be building, or no specific anchor text type you need to be building. It all comes down to the quality, right? Like, the more quality backlinks you have, the lesser number of links you can build to get results. Okay. And we're just seeing here to kind of understand, what type of quality is our competitor doing in their backlinking profile. Okay, and you see, like, this one. And also, when we build backlinks, we'll be building contextually typed backlinks, which means that a link coming within the content of the web page, right? Like this one, this is called as contextually typed links. And because contextually typed links has the highest weight or has the highest priority uh, compared to links, let's say in the menu or in the footer, something like this. And that's why we'll look at your competitors and see what type of backlinks their competitors are having. Like, for example, this one is coming from a DR70. So generally speaking, the higher domain rating or the higher DRDA means the backlink is of higher quality. But then you have to check the website and see. So let's say I open this up to kind of see what type of backlink it is. As you can see, this is a more or less like a directory type backlink, but it's a very relevant backlink because you see it's coming from a page that is about cleaning service in Melbourne, and it's also a very high DR domain rating website. And if you check this website out, so here I'm going to use Uber Suggest to kind of check for traffic of this website. The reason why we want to try to build links from websites coming from getting traffic is because they're ranking for something. That's why they have traffic. And if they have traffic, means Google really trusts the website, right? That's why when we build links, we would try to focus on getting backlinks from websites with traffic. As you can see, this website has roughly about 344,000 visitors, organic visitors per month. So that's a good backlink, right? That's a good backlink. Now, it could be a no follow link. It could be a do follow link. Like it doesn't really matter at this point. Google has really gone beyond the point there. But initially, like I said, we'll be building do follow link. But if you can try, if you find good competitors, they have some good no follow links that are coming from highly relevant web page or website like this that has lots of traffic, lots of DA, then this is the type of links you should strive to build, right? And the anchor text here is URL anchor text. Again, if you open this type of links, DR of 25 gives idea. This is a, so let's say the anchor text here is made to clean. So this is a branded anchor text. Let me type here, made to clean. There you go. So this is their backlinks. This is a contextually typed backlinks, but as you can see, it's not really relevant. Like the website is about cleaning, but this content is about gifts idea for wedding. All right. But it's relevant to Melbourne, right? There's a Melbourne relevancy there, so probably there might be some value here. But if possible, I would try to get a better link. And this type of links is would be very expensive in general. And when we talk about type of links that we'll be building, okay, so just to give you a little bit of context, type of links we will be building. So first obviously social / business directories, and then we have things like guest posting, which essentially means you reach out to website owners and then ask if you can write a content for that website, and then within the website you add a link back to you. And then we have things like link insertion. So link insertion means you reach out to website owners, and then within any of their existing content, let's say you reach out to this website owner, you ask the website owner if you can add a link, let's say here, back to your website. So instead of writing a new content, you actually add a link to any one of their existing content. So we call this link insertion. And of course, they're more like, scraper technique and everything like that. At the end of the day, does it really matter? It's not, because whatever type of links you use to build, you just have to make sure that they're contextually relevant, coming from a website with traffic. And yeah, that's the thing, right? So okay, again, you'll see some of these when you research your competitors. You might see things like junk type links, or links that are created by spammy type backlink website. So let's say if I opened up this one, like you see these type of links, right, created by some spammy type looking page, things like that. This type of links come naturally on the web. Like every website will have at least 5 to 10% of these type of backlinks, and these are totally fine. You don't really have to worry much about it. The reason why we are researching our competitor backlinks profile for any keyword is we want to see the overall quality of the links that they're having, and what is the type of anchor text that they're using. Okay, so here we can see like branded URL, generic, miscellaneous URL, a lot of URL, you see, right, miscellaneous URL. This one is a semantic keyword, or maybe a keyword anchor tag, and this one is also a little bit of semantics URL. This is a exact match keyword, or keyword anchor text, essentially, right? Keyword anchor text is there from this forums with high DR, everything. Yeah, so you just want to get the idea, like how competitive it is for this competitor, and you would do the same thing for the second competitor as well. So I would open up the second competitor website, and then go to this again free tool, and then check for backlinks, and then see any one of these. And if possible, if you can reach out to any one of these websites that link to your competitors. So let's say you open up this website, you see that it's about cleaning in Australia, so relevant page. And you if you can reach out to any one of these websites that is linking to your competitors, that's great. You're getting the same link as them, so you can be sure that it's of high quality, because they're ranking here for some reason, right? And it could be some of their links are very good, and we could see here as well. Okay, so okay, now you understood. Let's say you've understood, like for this type of keyword you need like some of the contextually type links and all this. Keyword anchor text is there, branded, but mostly for this is branded, right? So you're gonna make a note. Okay, you're gonna make a note here. So for house cleaning Melbourne, I can see that lots of directory type links, and then there's things like some contextually type links from relevant pages. Okay, and then for anchor text, so this I can use things like guest posting. I can use like link insertion to build on, right, whatever you want. And then for anchor text, I can see like the dominant type of anchor text here is URL and branded anchor text with a little of keyword anchor text. Okay, so this is gonna be different, right? Like for some other keywords you might see anchor text as being like almost 100% keyword anchor text. Now, do you really want to build 100% of keyword anchor text? Of course not, but it means that when you build links, generally speaking, if you want to get the best bang for your buck, you would want to try to get keyword anchor text as much as possible. But then it doesn't mean that you have to go overboard. Basically speaking, when it comes to link building in general, it's more like an art than science. Like you have to be able to balance out different things, right, and try to understand and not to go too overboard. It's better to be a little under optimized than over optimized. Like I said, if you don't want to go into this process, you can just straight build up focusing on only semantics, branded, and maybe URL. That's it. Okay. All right. So now let's say you have researched a backlink profile. What is the next step? You'll be building up a website, building up a backlinks, right? For your keyword. Okay. So let's say coming back to this house cleaning Melbourne. Okay, for social type directory business, I can search. I can build them up easily, as you can see. But let's say I want to build some guest posts or some backlinks from article type, blog type backlinks, right? Like that this competitor have, for example. Okay, I can first straight up reach out to the website owners that link to my competitors to also link to me as well. That's the first option. So here would be how to find backlinking opportunity. First, I can reach out to sites that link to my competitor and get the same link. Second, I can research on Google using my topic keyword. So let me show you this second example here. And of course, there's also like third option there where you buy them directly, right? From marketplace slash link vendors. So there are also people who sell backlinks. If you don't know, like if you're just a beginner, you can essentially buy backlinks from marketplace like Fiverr, right? Upwork, all these. And there are also some link vendors or link building companies that you can buy them as well. But generally speaking, buying them is very expensive nowadays. You can also do this second method. So what you can do here is you can go to google.com. Now, if you have watched any other link building videos, they might ask you to do something like cleaning plus and then do a quotation for guest post or write for us, something like this, and then you will find websites that accept content for backlinks. Now, this used to be a technique that worked really well a couple of years back, but now based on my test, if you get a lot of links from this type of website that openly advertise that they accept guest posting or free content or paid content, things like that, Google will kind of devalue that type of link, and you could eventually get penalized as well if you have a lot of this type of links in your backlink profile. Okay, and there's a lot of ways they can detect this. One of the obvious ways, because if the website has this word, they can use their machine learning or their algorithm to detect all of these. So not gonna get into detail, but a new way, or essentially a little bit of out of the box way, what you can do here is you can search for a topic related to your keyword, right? Let's say it's about house cleaning that you have to be building backlinks on. You can do things like house cleaning tips for senior, right? So you can just search for any keyword that is relevant to your keyword, right? So house cleaning, I do a search for house cleaning for seniors, and guess what? Your link building prospects or people who you can reach out to build backlinks to are all of these websites that are ranking. Okay, so all you gotta do is just open up these web pages. Okay, and then just simply reach out, right, and ask if they accept guest posts or things like that, right? You can go to contact us here and just send them a pitch in their email, right? There's really no template that I'm gonna share with you because I don't really have, that don't really use. You just straight away ask them, right? In a matter of fact, nowadays website owners are getting reached out by this dozen of times per day, so they're very well known, they're very accustomed, or they're really know the schemes out there, right? So most of them will straight up reply back to you with the cost that you have to pay. But some of them can also accept free content as well if you write really good content. Okay, so don't overthink about this process too much. But here's, you can reach out to websites that rank for your keywords. So, or you can just reach out and get backlinks directly from these pages. All right, like you can go to their website and say if you can give a backlink, maybe in some of these content, because these content are ranking for topics that are relevant to you. So Google must be trusting the page a lot, right? And it's also getting traffic because it's ranking, and it's going to be a contextual type backlink as well. So there you go, right? Contextually relevant links coming from sites with real traffic. All right. So just have to keep on spinning around the words, right, and then build the links. So there you go. If you're an affiliate type keyword, let's say you review best bathroom cleaning products, right? Let's say this is your keyword. All you gotta do here is just do a little bit of spin to your keyword, like best bathroom, um let's say how to clean bathroom grout, right? And then reach out, right? Just reach out. Some of these websites, they're ranking on the first, second page. There must be doing something. You can also get the link within the content as well. Okay, and then you can also use tools like Uber Suggest, okay, and or any SEO tools to kind of get the traffic. There's really no exact value of traffic that you need for a website to get backlinks from, but at least make sure that the website has at least about 500 to 1,000 visitors per month. Okay, that's a good numbers. And third step is, of course, just buy them directly from the marketplace. It doesn't really matter. Nowadays, backlinks, people are just buying them pretty much. Yeah, so that's the process. Now, the last bit of this here is building backlinks to multiple pages on the website. Now, when you build backlinks to your website, you're not going to be building all of the links to only your one or two key pages. So let's say this is your main page, like this is your house cleaning Melbourne page, and then you have, let's say, a commercial cleaning page, and then you build a lot of links. Okay, all of these are linked. You're not going to be just focusing on building links to just one page alone. Okay, just one page alone. You have to diversify, right? Because if you just keep on focusing on any one of pages a lot with links, over time you might find that you're stuck in the ranking. Like, you might even encounter this sometimes. Let's say for people who have been doing this for SEO for some times, when you start building backlinks, your rankings start increasing, but then at some point you got stuck, right? You got stuck, and then you don't know like how, like, no matter how many links you build, it kind of gets stuck, let's say on the second page, or on the third page, something like that. So let's say this is your house cleaning page, then you have a bunch of other service pages. You have your blogs created, like blogs could be things like top cleaning tips for single mom or something like that, right? So that's why we add a blog here, so you have more content. So this build up your topical relevance, right? Because these pages are relevant to your main keyword. So when you build links, of course, you're going to be focusing on your main page, but then don't forget to build links to some of these pages as well. All right. And then because these pages also link back to your main page. Okay. So at the end of the day, you're still building links to your main page, but just indirectly. All right. You're building them to other pages on the website to kind of distribute them, a little bit here and there, not to just only focus on one particular page. Again, this, if you go to this, you'll see there, are there healthy distribution of links to all pages? Now, for this point, is there also in the checklist? If you go Make sure to build links to multiple pages, not just focusing on a few. Okay, so this is how you would go about it, because just focusing on 1 or 2 pages could potentially make it a little suspicious to Google, that you're trying to do SEO, or you could eventually over optimize that page. I'm trying to say here. Okay, so that's it, right? Don't overcomplicate backlinks. You just have to focus on quality, relevance. Make sure that they're relevant and getting from real traffic. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter whether it's guest posting, link insertions, directories, forums, all these type of links, as long as they're high quality. High quality means relevant and coming from sites with real traffic. Okay, and of course contextually as well. Okay, let's move on to the next point in presentation. Create a proper branding strategies. Okay, so after you do this, you set up your profiles, you research competitor links, build some of these. We're gonna also be doing some proper branding strategies, right? Because when it comes to SEO, user signals / engagement is also very important ranking factors. Making sure that people engage with your brand on multiple platforms also helps increase your overall authority, right? So engaging here means things like brand search, right? Like if you build a brand around your business, people will start searching about it on Google. And when people search for it on Google, if they click on your website, then that's a positive sign to Google. Okay, that you are an authority, that you are a trusted website. Having things like good / active social engagement. So if you have like a good Facebook page, that you have people commenting and doing things like recommending your service, all this is also another signal that Google do look at. All of these are tested extensively. I'm not saying here just because I read from other articles. Based on my experience and various tests in single variable and in the field test, all these have been proven to be a very good ranking factors. So you have to build a brand in general. Essentially, do things like advertisement, right? Running ads for your business is a good way of getting your brand out there. Doing things like local newspapers and press release, right? Podcast also is another way of building up your brand, right? Social media marketing, also a way of building up your brands to increase your overall SEO efforts. Okay, and this is again in the checklist, which falls under the this one, off-page SEO quality elements. Things like links and mentions from high authority sites. So if you do a proper branding, then you might appear on some of the podcast website. And some of these podcast websites, they have a huge authority, right? And they might link back to your website. So that's also a good quality thing that Google looks at. Your major social profile, again, this tied back to the previous um, lesson that I told you, right? You set up your social profiles and they have to be active, right? Do the majority of your sites talk about your brand positively, right? So look at your online reviews, right? Make sure you get lots of good reviews online. Are you getting traffic from branded searches? Branded search is a very powerful signal. Shares and social engagement. And when you search for a brand name, does your homepage comes up, right? So this is also another quality elements that Google looks at. And be sure, like SEO isn't now just about writing good content and building links anymore. Okay, you need to build a proper brand around your website and your brand in general. Okay, and lastly, it would be get links from authority trusted sites. Okay, now there's a concept called as the seed sites. So this came directly from Google patent that kind of talks about websites that are kind of manually or algorithmically selected to be the top of the line type of website, or the website that are highly trusted, highly, have like the top authorities type site. So we're talking about things like, BBC, New York Times, right, Wikipedia, all of these massive big gigantic type website. These are called as like seed sites. So if you can get backlinks from any of these big authority sites, um, that will help boost a lot of your SEO effort, right? Like many of them can give you a huge difference in overall website quality boost. One way that you can do here is obviously getting links from some of the trusted directories. Like I just show you like a couple of minutes back from there, where there was that DR70 directory type site. That also could be one of the seed sites or have some relationship with the seed site, right? So you want to get yourself associated with massive authority sites that have lots of traffic and all of this. Like this one, right? 3 best rated. It has like 344,000 visitors per month. It has a very good domain rating, domain authority. It could be one of the associated seed sites. So some of these directories or profiles that you build are also part of the seed site, right? So you might be want to focus on getting links from them. Another way that you can use is to build links using Haro, right? So you can go to Google and type in Haro here, and this is the first website, helpareporter.com. If you're beginners, this is also one of the ways to kind of get high authority links for free. But I guess many of you might even aware of this strategies. Essentially, how it works here is you're gonna sign up as a source. All right. So you go to helpareporter.com, sign up as a source, and then after that, you're gonna get 3 emails per day, right? Morning, afternoon, and evening, with a bunch of topics that you can act as a source to journalists. So essentially, how this works here is there are a bunch of news publishers. They're looking for information to add to their content. Let's say they want to publish about top 15 unhealthy food in 2022, and then they want to write a content about that, but they're looking for experts, right, to give them information. So what Haro does here is it acts as a middleman that connects these publishers with sources like you. Okay, so you can sign up as a source. So these are normal website like you, and then with these website they reach to Haro to try to find source, and Haro will look for people like you to give them information. So every day, hundreds and thousands of answers are submitted by these people, just like you, pitching their idea to these journalists. And if any one of them likes your answer, they will feature your answer in their upcoming articles, along with the citations or a link back to your website. Most of them will do, some of them might not. Okay, so you can use this service to try to get links from some of these big gigantic news publishing website, but you have to spend a lot of time, right? Like, because you have to remember you're competing with other people that also submitting the answers, so you have to make sure that you give the best answers to these journalists. Okay, you can use this as one way. The other way is maybe if you publish really good content on your website, some of them might get picked up naturally over time by some of these high authority websites as well. All right, it's pretty difficult. You can of course buy them, but they would be very expensive. All right, I recommend you try getting them. A few of these high authority website, trusted website are gonna be a real game changer for your SEO campaign. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to off-page SEO. I hope you get a lot of value here, a lot of a few nuggets here and there in between. Okay, so now let's take a look at, some potential questions that you might be having right now while watching this presentations, okay, or this SEO tutorial training. So the first is, what's the difference between doing SEO for local site that you showed versus other types of website? So you might be wondering, like, okay, what I've been showing so far here is, focusing on local website. But then what's the difference if, let's say, you have an affiliate type or e-commerce or, SaaS website or whatever here? So the answer is, the main difference lies in the overall strategies, like which page to prioritize and focus on. For example, if you're an affiliate website, you might be, because your goal is just to create content, so you would be publishing information content and affiliate review pages. So your priority would be, on building links, on doing SEO for some of your top keywords. If, let's say, you're an e-commerce website, your priority would be to try to rank for your category pages, right? So you'll be focusing there. So at the end of the day, it just lies a little bit of strategies, a little bit of changing the tactics here and there. At the end of the day, the process of how you do or how to do things is the same, right? I also try to show you, what to do for other types of website in the video as well. If you notice, like, I always give a little bit of example here and there for different type of other websites. But I hope that you could notice that, at the end of the day, it's the same, right? Like, even if you're an e-commerce, affiliate, you would still need to have good links. You need still to have, quality links and all this. The difference lies in the overall strategies in general. Next questions: how many pages I need to build to establishing topical relevance, right? So another good questions. Really, there's no exact numbers. You can check your competitors for reference, but the goal here is to try to build as many as you can. I'll show you in the bonus section. So like I said, right towards the end of this presentation, this SEO course, this SEO training, I'll give you a little bonus. I'll show you how you can quickly find the topics you can write about quickly on your website. But the goal here is, we're not, quality should always come first, right? If you can publish 20-30 high quality content, and here I just don't mean blog pages, I mean pages on your website, your service, your blogs, everything. If you could publish 20-30 high quality pages, then that compared to your competitors, that could easily outrank website with things like 50 or 100 mediocre type content. But generally speaking, you would try to build as many as you can, right? To over time, because SEO is a consistent effort, so you can plan it like a 3 or 4 or 5 website content per month, something like that, maybe 10, I don't know, it depends. Okay, next question: how many words should I write in the content? This is another famous question that beginners like to ask. Again, there's no specific number of words you need. At the end of the day, it is not a ranking factor. Okay, word count or how many words you write on your page is not a ranking factor. All you have to make sure is you cover enough topics on the page. Remember the content outline lesson that I showed you? As long as you have enough topics on the page, at the end of the day, that's all you need, right? And for some keywords, they might require a lot of topics that you need to cover on a page, and at the end of the day, that will kind of increase your overall word count. Okay, but if you want some ballpark, just try to aim for at least 700 to 1,000 words per page. Okay, that's a ballpark, like a rough idea I can give you. But don't look at it. Just try to cover the topics as much as you can on the page. All right. Next questions: can I use other types of links like Web 2.0, comments, etc.? Answer here is yes, you can. However, the more you use these type of lower type quality links, like non-contextually type links, because comments, web forums, all these type of links, some of them are not contextually typed, right? Web 2.0, you might argue like, okay, if you add it in a contextual, in a content, then that would be contextual. Sure, but these type of links are easy to build type links, right? Like anyone can just build it, especially like Web 2.0, right? Like there's really no traffic on the subdomains or that you built. They're generally like new pages, and a lot of them have already been spammed in the past. So generally speaking, um, the more you build these type of links, the lower your site quality could be seen in Google's eye. Okay. Plus, you would also need a lot of them to work too. So, which again could raise a red flag. Like comments link, you just can't have one or two comments and then you'll see a good rank increase. You need like 10, 20, or even 30 comment links to see some difference. And the more links you build, the more the more suspicious Google could be at your website. So at the end of the day, just again try focus on quality. These links, not saying that they're not helpful, they can still help your rankings, but you can mix them here and there at the end of the day, right? Just don't try to go overboard. And last questions, what are all the SEO tools I need or you need generally? Mainly, all you need is a keyword research tool. Like I just showed you, I didn't use any tool except the keyword research or the Uber suggest. You don't really need other tools, don't really need to pay for any other tools. If you're just doing SEO for yourself, or if you're just having like one or two or three clients, even at the moment, I also I do have a couple of clients. I still don't have any tools. I mean, I do have Uber Suggest, and then I have my own on-page tool that that I built for myself. After that, I don't really have any tools. Like unless you really run multiple campaigns, like a lot of campaigns that needs lots of data, then additional tool you can. But of course, that is when you run like a huge agency, or if you really want to scale up your business, something like that. But at the end of the day, you don't really need to buy any tools, um, because like I just showed you, you don't really need to see all the backlinks. The reason why you don't really need to see all the backlinks in the first place here is you just want to have an idea, right? You just need to have the idea, and then you build out consistently over time. Now, if you really want a tool, then you can. Then I suggest you go for any of the on-page tool, like I show you, Surface SEO, onpage.ai, phrase.io. All that can help with the finding of missing semantic keywords. Okay, if you really want to pay for any tools. And of course, the keyword research tool. Otherwise, I suggest you can go with Uber Suggest. Again, people might argue like Uber Suggest are not accurate. At the end of the day, I don't really care, because all I need is just approximations. Like if Uber Suggest tell me that this keyword has 1,000 searches per month, SEMrush tell me it has like 1,200 per month. And what's the difference, right? Of course, 200, 300 searches difference is there, but that keyword still is the most valuable one, right? Because it has the highest search volume, right? I just need some approximations. And also, like I said, the goal here is to build topical relevance. We're not just going to be focusing on one or two keywords throughout our campaigns, right? We'll keep on adding pages. We'll keep on, ranking for more keywords. At the end of the day, your traffic will grow, your conversion will grow if you do everything correctly. So 100% accuracy, isn't what I need, right? It doesn't really matter. If the tool says this keyword has 1,000 searches per month, I know that this keyword is valuable to me, then I'll go for it. Okay. So let's take a look at the first bonus of this SEO training. Bonus one, more ideas to build topical pages. Like I said, I'm going to show you how you can find ideas you can use to build pages to build up topical relevance. Here are some of the things you can do. Check your competitor sitemap. You can check the website in the same topic but outside your scope. You can check people also ask sections, and you can use online forums for ideas. So let me show you that. Okay, so the first one here is check your competitor sitemap, or check website the same topics, right? So what I mean by sitemap here is you can check your competitors and see, what are the pages that they're ranking that is relevant to their keywords. So coming back to this, if I search for house cleaning Melbourne, I see that there's this website made2clean.com.au. What I can do, here's a neat trick. You can type in made2clean.com.au, type in the full domain name, and then put in site, SITE, and then this colon sign, 2 dots, and then type for a keyword, right? House cleaning. Okay, I want to see, okay, what are the topics that are relevant to house cleaning on this website? So just click on enter. So here you go, you have like pricing. I have like, different location. Brunswick is like another suburb to Melbourne, so it's an area. Remember, like when you do local SEO, you want to create relevance for both the location and the topic, right? So the topic here is house cleaning or cleaning in general, and the location here is Brunswick and other suburbs, right? So you want to have two type of relevance. If you're an affiliate or a national type website, you just have to go with the topic. Okay, I can create a page on things like house cleaning Brighton, so I can target this city. I can create a service called disinfectant cleaning service because it's relevant to home cleaning, right? I can create page on things like kitchen, bathroom, and kitchen and bathroom cleaning because of course it's relevant to house. All right. Okay. What are the things? Let's say you're let's say you want to publish a blog, right? You want to publish a general cleaning type blog. So what you can do here is, let's say I type in a keyword carpet cleaning tips and tricks. I choose for competitor website. So things like, let's say not competitor website. We can check website the same topic but outside your scope, right? So outside my scope here is websites that isn't directly located in Melbourne, isn't directly competing for the same keyword, but they're still on the same topic, right? Like carpet cleaning, or you can do things like house cleaning tips and hacks, right? Again, same topics outside my scope, right? Because these I'm now getting results that are not my competitors, so outside my scope. So let's say I check for this website, goodhousekeeping.com, site colon goodhousekeeping.com, and then search for house cleaning. Okay, so I can create a blog on cleaning tips and tricks. I can create a blog for house cleaning schedule. You see a lot of keyword ideas here, right, that I can use to build a topical relevance on my website. Hope you love this neat trick, right, that you can quickly use to get lots and lots of content idea, right? You see how to get rid of the dust in your home, cleaning problems you can solve with baking soda. See, very, very good content I can write about. What else you can do? You can check people also ask section. So when you do a search for your keyword house cleaning Melbourne, you'll see people also ask, right? Most of the keyword nowadays have this. So you can see, there's a cost there. Remember, we talked about including the cost on your on the page, but I might create a separate content and talk about house cleaning costs in Melbourne, right? So house cleaning Melbourne cost, if I type for this, you see there's a separate page ranking that is potentially a good topic I can write about. Number one is relevant to the topic. Number two is relevant to the locations, right? And people seems to be searching about it as well, searching for it as well. You see different pages ranking, so I can potentially create a separate page. I do include it in my content, but I might not focus it a lot here, and then I can create a separate page and focus a lot on it as well. Okay, another neat trick you can use online forums and ideas, right? So you can search for online forums or for ideas, right? So you can do something like house cleaning, and inside Quora.com. So Quora is pretty much the largest online community out there, and you can see these, right? How do I find cleaning service? What's experience, right? All these you can use to create content on your website. And of course, there are also other online forums that you can use. Like you can use things like um, for discussion. I think discussion is the word that online forum use the most. You see, there's a house cleaning forum there, right? Hiring house cleaner, right? All these. Okay, so there you go. This is how you would, build out, get ideas to build more topical pages for your website. Now, the last bonus number 2, how to index pages fast. Nowadays, indexing pages on Google has become a huge pain because Google has really, tightened up their indexing system. So here's some of the few tricks that I've used over the past few years and even months, few months that I see tremendous results. First is you can add internal links from important pages to new page. So let's say you publish a new page on your website. You can add internal links from other important pages. And what I mean by important pages here is pages that actually gets a lot of traction, get a lot of signals. So let's say your homepage, you have lots of traffic going to your homepage, you have lots of backlinks going to your homepage, and your homepage gets crawled very often. Like every day Google comes and crawl your page, you can check from the cache. Then and you create a new page. What you can do here is you can add a link to your new page here from your homepage. This way Google can quickly crawl your new page. All right, first one. Second one, you can share your URL on active social media accounts. So if you follow my SEO training, my SEO course properly, but you should also be building your brand, right? You should have an active social media account. So you can directly just share your URL, your page on your social media account, and it should be active. You can also run some ads to your website, to your page, to your URL. You can run cheap ads like Facebook ads, Pinterest ads to your newly created page. That also kind of tells to Google, tells to the bot to come and check out your page as well, and works really well. And lastly, this is also a great trick, and this is only for WordPress users, by the way. All of these you can use it for any type of platform. You can use rank math indexing API, and all you gotta do here is, so let me go back to the website. Where is it? Yeah, there you go. So there's a free plugin by Rank Math, which is the same company that builds the Rank Math SEO plugins. So you can go to plugins and then search for Rank Math indexing. So I'm just going to search for Rank Math Indexer or indexing. And then this is the plugin that you would want to install, called the Instant Indexing for Google by Rank Math. So this plugin connects your essentially runs off Google indexing API, and it kind of feeds it kind of run different pipes compared to Search Console requesting indexing. So this way is a quick neat trick that after you install, right? After you install, you're gonna have to set up. There's a easy tutorial to set up. You have to first install, activate, and then get the API numbers from Google indexing API, and then add it to the tool. So let me show you. Let's say if I install it, and then I'm going to activate, and there's a plugin, and then go to instant indexing. Here first you need to get this Google JSON key. And how do you do that? You can click on read our setup guide. It's a very easy to set up. You just have to read on this. But essentially you're going to use your Google account to sign up for the free indexing API. And once you sign up, you go through the to the process of setting up. You get the JSON key and the API and everything. Then you're gonna paste it here and then click Save Change. After that, you can submit your website to this plugin and it will quickly index your page, your newly created page. And it's probably like the most effective ways of indexing right now that I'm seeing. But of course, all of these top three also works really well as well. So there you go. It's been quite a long tutorial, SEO course, SEO tutorial, SEO training. I hope you find this training valuable. And don't forget to grab the free SEO audit checklist right below this comment section. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me and I'll try to answer them as soon as possible. That's all for it. And thank you very much for watching this. And I'll see you in the next video.